민수기 1장, Numbers chapter 1. The Lord spoke to Moses in the tent of the meeting in the desert of Sinai on the first day of the second month of the second year after the Israelites come out of Egypt. He said, take a census of the whose Israelites community by their clans and family, listing every man by name, one by one. You and Aaron's are two numbers by the divisions of old men in Israel 20 years old or more who are able to serve in the armies, one man from each tribe, each the head of his family is to help you. These are the names of the men who are assisted you. From Reuben, Elizur, son of Shur, from Simon, Selumiah, son of Zabadai, from Judah, Nashon, son of Aminadab, from the Iskars, Nathanael, son of Zur, from the Zebulun, Eliab, son of Hebron, from the son of the Yosef, from the Ephraim, Elishama, son of Amihud, from Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of the Benahajur. From the Benjamins, the son of the Gideoni. From the Dan, Ajur, son of the Aminashadai. From Ashar, the Pagiel, son of Eskar. From Ked, Elisha, the son of Ethuel. From Naphtali, Asher, son of Iran. These were the men appointed from the community, the leaders of their ancestral tribes. They were the head of the clans of Israel. Moses, Aaron took these men whose name had been given, and they called the whole community together on the first day of the second month. The peoples indicated the ancestor by the clans, families, and the men 20 years old more were listed by names one by one as the Lord commanded Moses, and so counted them in the desert of Sinai. From the descendant of Reuben, the first son of Israel, old men, 20 years old men who were able to serve in the army, who were listed by name one by one according to the records of their clans and family. The numbers from the tribe of Reuben was 46,500. From the descendant of Simon, the old 20 years old more who were able to serve in the army were counted and listed by names one by one according to the records of their clans and family. The numbers from the tribes of Simon was 59,300. From the descendant of Gad, the oldest man is 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by names according to the records of their clans and family. The numbers from the tribes of Gad was 45,650. From the descendant of Judah, the old men as 20 years old or more and who were able to serve in armies were listed by names according to the records of their clans and families. The numbers from the tribes of Judah was 74,600. From the descendant of Issachar, the old men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the armies were listed by names according to the records of their clan and family. The numbers from the tribe of Issachar was 54,400. From the descent of Zebulun, the old men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the armies were listed by name according to the records of their clan and family. The numbers from the Zebulun was 57,400. From the son of Joseph, from the descendant of Ephraim, the old men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the armies were listed by names according to the records of their clan and family. The numbers from the tribe of Ephraim was 40,500. And the descendant of Manasseh, the old man is 20 years old or more, and were able to serve in the army were listed by name according to the record of their clans and family. The number from the tribes of Manasseh was 32,200. From the descendant of Benjamin, the old man is 20 years or more who were able to serve in the armies were listed by names according to the records of their clans and family. The numbers from the tribe of Benjamin was 35,400. From the descendant of Dan, the old men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by names according to the record of the clans and the families. The numbers from the tribe of Dan was 62,700. From the descendant of Asher, who were all 20 years old or more who were able to serve in armies were listed by name according to the records of their clans and the family. The numbers from the tribe of Asher was 40 1,500. From the descent of Naphtali, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in army were listed by name according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribes of Naphtali was 53,400. These were the men counted by Moses and Aaron and the 20 leaders of Israel, each one representing his family. All the Israelites 20 years old or more who were able to serve in Israel army were counted according to the family. The total numbers was 603,550. The family of the tribes of Levi, however, were not counted along the others. The Lord had said to Moses, you must not count the tribe of Levi and include them in the consensus of the others Israelites. Instead, appointed the Levites to be in charge of tabernacles of testimony over all the furnishings and everything belonging to it. They are to carry the tabernacles and all its furnishings. They are to take care of it and encamp around it. Whenever the tabernacle is to move, the Levites are to take it down, and whenever the tabernacle is to be set up, and the Levites shall be to it. Anyone else who goes near it shall be put to the death. The Israelites are to set up the tent by divisions, each man in his own camp under his own standards. The Levites, however, are to set up the tents around the tabernacle of the testimony so that the wrath will be not falls on the Israelite community. The Levites are to be responsible for care of the tabernacles of testimony. The Israelites did all this just as the Lord commanded Moses.